Hey. Imagine if I just like let all the dead air happen there for like a real long time.
It already felt very uncomfortable for me. I bounced away from the Discord screen for a second, and I was like, "Oh, he fully just froze. Like, what is this?"
Anyways, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Nobody is Listening to This Music podcast, which is false. Because
we've got big listenership.
I think we are. I don't want to get ahead of myself here.
Mm-hmm.
The largest music podcast hosted by us.
Absolutely, that's definitely a truth.
And I stand by it.
Yeah. This song just already it just opens up exactly how it should. With
Absolutely.
And then
without a doubt.
Like
I agree.
I think we called that sadcore for a while?
Yeah.
Emotive hardcore kind of thing.
The bling, the ding, ding.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
yeah. Yeah, the backed off. So good.
Here's an issue I have. I think me and Zach talked about this a little bit the other day.
Uh-huh.
People call Polaris because they're Australian.
Right.
They call them like a Architects ripoff. So they're guys with accents that play catchy metalcore, right?
Yeah. Sure.
I take issue with that because I don't like Architects
Really? I don't really know Architects. There's one like neck deep song with a dude from Architects.
Sam Carter.
Yeah.
They're just a singer,
Right.
Sam Carter.
I think
you know
he has a cool voice. But yeah, I don't know anything else about Architects. It is funny though how you learn that this band is Australian within the first line of this song when he says, "River, yeah, it's the river, yeah."
I love all the riffs on this record. Such a riff-heavy album.
Yeah, there are a couple riff daddies for sure.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Uh-huh.
So as I said last time, normally I skip the first song. I don't even really ever listen to Pray for Rain.
That's funny. I actually like this one a lot.
I skip right to Hypermania because I think that is
that's where it starts for you.
Song.
Yeah.
It's just so fast.
Uh-huh.
And I really like it. The music video for it.
Did you send I think maybe you sent me that because remember last time I was
like,
we're doing Polaris again.
Yeah, I sent you the music video in the Discord just like once.
I'm gonna look it up to refresh my memory of what it actually looks like because I can't tell if
so
I'm picturing.
Good.
Let's see this.
Dude, this
How
lead
many?
in Pray for Rain?
Yeah. I wonder how to play things like that. Yeah, this is.
I think
this
you
is
just
the
have
one
to
I'm
be good at
picturing.
guitar.
Very cool looking. What'd you say?
I think you just have to be good at guitar, and that's one thing that both of us like really lack.
Uh-huh. yeah, for sure.
Not many people can say that they've actively been playing guitar since they were like 9 years old and still suck.
Yeah.
I have played guitar at least 4 times a week.
Sure.
Every day since I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
And I suck at guitar.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it sometimes really frustrates me and makes me feel like like I have a frustration with my brain. One of those the thing that does that the worst to me is games where say like a board game If
Okay.
you try to explain the rules of a board game to me, I am like the thickest, like
Never gonna
stupidest
happen.
idiot.
I'm-
No way. I can't grasp it at all. And I'm like, I get mad. It starts to make me mad where I'm like, please stop trying to explain this to me. Let's play the game and I'm going to embarrass myself. And then that's how I'm going to learn. Like,
Yeah,
because I
that's-
can't grasp that.
that was me. That's me every time I try to teach somebody how to play D&D. You have
Yeah.
to you have to understand a couple of concepts before you start.
Uh-huh.
Like there are dice, you roll dice, and
Yeah.
that determines the outcome of something that you tried to do. But even that is
Right.
so like arbitrary of a
It's
way to, like-
meaningless until you're doing it. Yeah.
right. So then that's normally where I call it. But then everybody I play with is always like, well, let's explain a little more. And I'm like,
No. You don't need to. You don't need to.
You will not understand it unless you play it. And
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can just
saying it's
explain it
because
as you
it's-
go.
I'm not just saying this based on like D&D. Like anybody who plays Risk, right? Imagine
God.
trying to explain how to play Risk to somebody who has never played Risk.
I'm angry.
I'm pissed about it.
Yeah. Don't explain it to me. We'll play.
Yeah, we'll just play.
But also musically, like I notice if there's like a riff or like chord progression that goes like if the full life of a music piece expands
Right.
past like 2 measures of music, I cannot remember what to do. You know what I mean? Like there's
Right.
a Smith song that I tried to learn on bass a few weeks ago because their bass player rips. But it's like
Absolute
it's
rip-off.
kind of like every single note in the verse. It's like it doesn't repeat. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like
irritating.
yeah, it's not like a progression or like a repeating thing. It's like just a melody that's played like a guitar solo, basically. I can't learn guitar solos either for the most part because they last too long.
That's something that I've been trying to change.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll try, but
I've been putting songs in Reaper and playing them at half speed with the tab up.
oh, that's kind of cool.
That's
a smart way to do that.
One of the upside to having too many screens, which
Yeah,
I now
yeah,
just
for sure.
realized my show and tell from
Mhm.
like I showed the chair, my setup, that's all gone. I deleted that episode of the podcast. That will never exist.
Oh, the main one.
That will never
didn't-
exist.
What about the live stream even?
Yeah, because the audio was just as bad in the live stream.
Oh, really?
I took the live stream down too.
Oh, that's funny. I kind of forgot that happened too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think this song maybe it is I don't know. I forget how I thought of it when I was listening to this the other day, but I was like, if like Attack and Somebody Else had a baby musically is what
Yeah,
I
the
was
riff
thinking.
in this like verse part is so
Mhm.
sick. The
Yeah.
fucking like so sick.
Oh, counterparts. This is like counterpartsy to me, this type of riff.
Yeah, it's like there's like a chord and then there's a scale under that chord.
Yeah. And you know those chords too are not just power chords. They're like beautiful like open chords that like to learn that riff is fine, but to land on a chord like
Right,
you
that's
know,
like
and it's like
Counterparts also does this thing.
yeah, let's see it. I like these examples when you do these examples.
They'll play a chord like I don't know, like one of these.
Yeah, stupid.
Like so, it's the root is just that, but then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is in Dadgad right now. I can't do it.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds a little. I was like, is
That's
that
actually
just gating?
that's actually in that's in like Cadga. That's in whatever the open drop C tuning is.
Okay.
Anyways, it's like a power chord, but with like a dissonance chord under it. But it's like it's like a seventh, but then you have like the dissonant note.
Mm.
So then you're like,
Yeah. That's cool.
and you do like those really like those like half palm muted like fast guitar parts.
Uh-huh.
That's so
That's sick.
counterparts.
Yeah, that is. I the other day, I forget what I was doing, but I was like, I kind of want to listen to Counterparts. And then I took out my phone to like put it on, and then something else caught my attention on Spotify. So then I didn't, but I've been almost listening to Counterparts a few times recently.
You should listen to I forget what album it is. Cause as good as Nothing Left to Love was,
Uh-huh. That's the newest one, right?
You're Not You Anymore. The album right before that,
Mm-hmm.
a shred.
Yeah, I like that art a lot. I was picturing that. They have like kind of a, it's so Canadian, the photography that they use. Like the You're Not You Anymore and the difference between Hell and Home. The like photos look very like European to me in a way. And I think that's them being Canadian.
That also could just be them being like, let's make this picture say what the album feels like.
Yeah.
Because they have their like beatdown moments, but a lot of their music is just like really fast technical guitars.
Yeah.
With just like a very sad guy screaming over all of it.
It's so funny, I guess this is a Counterparts episode now, but where like just how funny he is, but how dark of a dude, like musically, like
so dark, but also the funniest dude I follow on Twitter.
Are you okay, man? But yeah, it's very like a comedian, like just could kind of check out, at any moment it sounds like, but hilarious,
but so funny. That's speaking of, that's Bill Murray.
Yeah.
All the music is so sad.
Uh-huh.
But then the music video to that song I sent you is him in a cowboy hat with a guitar on his back, thumbs up, just smiling.
Just smiling through the pain, just so like you can see the pain coming through though.
But then like laughing his ass off at the end, like just vein like splitting out of his forehead
the whole time. Yeah, that was so funny. What's the name of that song? We should so the viewers and listeners can put it in the thing. Put it in the little thing.
Do I have that set up?
If you don't, that's fine.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's really cool. That for the live stream. I wonder.
Keep talking about Polaris really quick.
Yeah. Polaris. I like there's a lot of melody. Very melodic. I think the vocals, like, it's kind of, that happens a lot in metalcore where there's the singer, the clean singer. But it was really reminding me. The melodies remind me a lot of other stuff that I can't quite place, but just kind of a familiar thing, which is cool. I'm sure just also you just like every once in a while sending me Polaris stuff. Also, I was thinking Polaris, it's like a star or something, right? I think.
It's also a company that makes like snow sleds.
Right, that's what I was gonna also say, which made me think of I'm still gonna send it.
Right,
that
of
guy?
course.
The snowmobile. If you are you bringing up the tech to do the thing?
I am.
Can you put the snowmobile guy on too?
Of course. Okay. I'm playing Bill Murray now. I'm pausing the episode.
Okay.
Here's the music video that me and Eric were just talking about.
Yeah.
Bro, so fucking funny.
So funny.
This is so funny. It's just Johnny Frank in a cowboy hat with a Strat on his back and a flannel, thumbs up, smiling through the pain.
Yeah.
I'm not joking, 3 full minutes.
Right, and you sent me this, and you're like, "He's so funny that you're gonna love this." And I was just like, I sat through the whole thing because I was like, does something happen?
Does something
happen?
happen?
Does this change?
It doesn't, is the funny
No,
part.
this is it. I also like how he has the little pick container on the back of his
You can
headstock.
tell it's a guitar that he uses.
Yeah.
This isn't like a prop that he got for a music video. This is filmed in like a room in his house with a guitar that he uses.
Because it's also, to me, a little goofy to have accessories like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense if you're like studio guitar. Put a bunch of picks in the back.
Right. I used to have that, like on like one of my like first guitars. Now I try to do the pick guard thing. I'll stuff them in the pick guard, and I have a little tin on my pedal board. But
yeah, you should just do double-sided tape on the mic stand. That's the move.
That's very cool. Sometimes I don't use a mic stand though. I'm not a big vocal guy.
You gotta or double-sided tape on the amp head.
Oh, that's a cool one. Yeah. The girl from Men I Trust just straight up has a very thick piece. It's not great looking, but she has just like a thick piece of double-sided tape right on her guitar, like right above the pick guard. It's kind of terrible to look at. But I love how it just slowly zooms in too with that video.
Yeah, at the end, and then you can see that his eyes are filling with tears from trying to not laugh.
Yeah. And it's like just so funny.
He's trying his
after,
absolute hardest to not laugh.
But smile, but not laugh.
Yeah, this is me when I did my my reaction video.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's so funny, dude.
And what did you want? You wanted the I'm just gonna the send it
guy?
Yeah,
the snowmobile guy. We could put maybe we should listen to him say that though too.
I'm just gonna send it. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna send it.
I'm still gonna send it. but the snowmobile dude, yeah, he is so funny.
Send it. Here we go. Perfect.
I just woke up from a little nap. It's a little dark, but
See ya.
silly. I'm still gonna send it.
Here it is. He's on a snowmobile now. He's about to hit a jump and really hurt himself. Oh, jeez. Oh man. Oh.
Just like eats it, dude. He's like
Really eat shit. Flips the snowmobile back over. Missed his glasses are not even on.
DT still
anymore.
runs. So round two.
Canadian tuxedo, dumb mustache, the sunnies. Dude.
Snowmobile. That helmet is so good, dude.
Yeah, it's like Evil Knievel with the GoPro. So this is like
Jesus Christ. When he hits the snowbank that second time.
Another day, another beer.
the mullet. Unreal.
Anyways.
Unreal.
Holy
Okay, yeah, back to
Jesus.
landmine. I'm 255 in.
Yeah, me too.
So funny.
Dude,
But-
so funny. But yeah,
it's-
Polaris reminds us of snowmobiles, and that's how we got there.
Right. I bet snowmobiles are super fun because like snowboarding is really sick because it's kind of like skateboarding, but you can just do jumps regardless of if you have the skill to or not. Like,
well, land them is a whole separate thing, and also if you do jumps on a snowboard and you hit the ice that you're snowboarding on, it hurts just as bad.
right, but the board just comes up with you. And,
Yeah,
but-
okay, so yeah, there's no obstacle to learn how to ollie, but you can still just
Right.
die.
Yeah, but you can send it.
You definitely can.
But snowmobiling to me seems kind of like riding a motorcycle where it's very exhilarating and fast, and you can Evil Knievel a jump that you make. But
Pack snow in the middle of the street, hit a jump, and just get hurt.
do you remember when we had like our little like kind of backyard snowboards? And
Yeah.
we were making when we were watching Fuel TV a whole lot, and we were making jumps and stuff.
Hell yeah.
and like just
over
taking
over by Chris's side yard on my old street.
yeah, his side yard, right? Exactly. Or like also taking photos of you just kind of jumping off of your porch.
Well, of
like-
course, because at one point, I don't know if it still is, but like street snowboarding
Right.
became a cool thing.
Dude, I don't know how big it is still, but a few months ago, dude, you gotta watch this stuff. There's this one company, like brand company, I don't know, whatever you'd call it.
Are
I
you
don't know
about
if
to
it's
tell me
like
about snow skate, dude?
No. I'm gonna show you a radical snowboarding video. There's this, like I said, I don't know what this entity does, if it's a clothing brand or a video brand or just
Right.
a YouTube channel.
But they
It's
just do
called
cool
Dustbox.
Dustbox.
Oh my god. And the music too, it's like, because you know how like skateboarding videos are cool, you know what I mean? And snowboarding is kind of like, but this snowboarding video
Did you send it to me? I'm gonna
is-
try to find it. Okay, cool. Hold on.
Yeah, I
gotta
sent.
look at it
Yeah, I
really
just
quick.
sent it
Just
to you.
gotta look at
This
the thumbnail.
video, I don't know if you need to watch it like right now or whatever.
I'm
but
just gonna
it's
play it in the background.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's sick. But yeah, Dustbox is really cool. Street snowboarding kind of thing.
Street snowboarding was such a fun thing to do as a kid.
Yeah.
Because that's one of those things that you can be like, this is so fucking rad of me.
Uh-huh.
And to be fair, there was some like pretty cool stuff we could do that felt like pretty rad.
Right, like ollieing or grinding off of your porch, which again, like skateboarding, you need to be skilled.
Right.
To do that. But not saying these guys are not skilled.
You know what would have been really
know what I
cool? And I'm sure we tried it.
Uh-huh.
Packing snow on like the
Mhm.
asphalt and
Yeah.
then towing with a bike.
I didn't. Well, it's tough to ride a bike in the snow, so I don't know if.
Well, if you know how the streets are plowed,
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we did that, but
we should have.
That'd be
That would have been
sick.
sick.
next time I visit in the winter. How sick would it be if like 2021 or 2, like Christmas was, COVID was over, and then I
Yeah.
came back for Christmas. I haven't been back for Christmas yet.
Well,
Here's-
I guess I can say this on the podcast if I haven't said it already. I'm probably getting married in 2020. 2022. Sorry.
Oh, 2022. Yeah. Yeah, that's
So,
crazy.
but
Yeah, we
that's
haven't
gonna-
really
that's
talked
gonna
about
be-
that stuff.
That's gonna be in like July.
Okay, cool.
So
Well,
I don't know how much snowboarding we're gonna get done in July.
yeah, so maybe it'll be until 2023 that I actually make it for Christmas then. But,
Right.
but
Dude, Has this hoodie that I'm wearing made the debut on the podcast?
I don't think
yet?
so. I just noticed it. It's your Dr. D, right? Dr. Disrespect. There you go. Down the
sick.
sleeve.
So sick.
Down the friggin' sleeve. Yeah, what's on the hood? Oh, what a graphic. Damn, that's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah,
I
it's a great hoodie, and guess what? I don't even want to argue about it.
There you go. I was thinking
That's
of
my
giving
best
myself
thought.
a mullet again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
could've
not
done it
again
pretty
like I had one
recently.
before, but I was what?
I could have done it pretty recently. I cut my hair like a few days ago.
Oh right. Yeah, there was when you had a mullet over the summer and then you were like, you should do it. And I was kind of like, I don't know. And you were like, no, it'd be sick. And then I was like, all right, I'll start one. And then like the day before I went to get a haircut, you cut yours. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that by myself. So
Yeah, I guess that's the difference between me and you. You know,
yeah.
I'm just pretty adventurous like that.
Well, you also cut it. So like, yeah, I guess you had it for like a week.
Yeah, but I just I like did it on my own or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
you know,
sick. How long is this? 40 minutes? That's fine. That's a good
42
length.
minutes long, little long.
Little
maybe.
long for 10 songs. Yeah, a little long. I think a 30. Yeah, you know, we often hypothesize what's the like GOAT album length, I think it is 30 minutes.
I think I would say 12 songs.
Yeah.
12 songs, you get 45 minutes. 10 songs, you immediately get 10 minutes left. 35 minutes.
Yeah. That's true. And you can kind of be like, oh, well, if it's like, I think I would say a lot before, like if it's not something I usually listen to, or if it's like, whatever, certain genres, yeah, 30 minutes. But at this point, it's kind of like, for me, to even just to logic that out, you're kind of like, well, for everybody, it's something they don't usually listen to.
Right.
And it's like, of course, if you like it, you're going to want it longer. But like, I think really it's just kind of like, yeah, 30, 35 minutes is like a good album length. I guess like double LPs are kind of like an exception of sorts because it's more songs. But even then, it's kind of like.
Even then, don't write a double LP, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of show-offy, I think the one like example of a double LP that's cool to me is George Harrison's All Things Must Pass, because it came out in 1970, which is the same year that the Beatles ended, and the same, or maybe but so he put out a double LP immediately after leaving the Beatles, which means he just had that many songs on deck, and also put out like some of the better Beatles songs in the last 2 years of their career. So it's like very impressive that he was able to put out like so much good work in a small amount of time.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. But yeah, like Drake doesn't need to do a double LP. Don't do that, Drake.
Speaking of people that did stuff like that, not that Periphery is over, but Misha has been releasing like volumes at a time of his demos, like 12 songs at a time of songs that were never used, like every 6 months at this point.
Wow.
And there's like
so
8
it's like
of
Periphery songs that didn't make the like kind of Periphery B-sides kind of thing.
Yeah, except it's only the ones that he wrote.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. I was going to say, it's kind of funny to me when like a front man or like important member of a band kind of does like a solo thing at the same time. And it's like really similar. It's like, why didn't you just say, but if it's like kind of deemed as.
So how Periphery started, not to make this anything but the Polaris album, but Periphery started as Misha doing stuff under the alias Bulb.
Oh, that sounds familiar to me.
So he is putting out all this stuff under Bulb.
Oh, gotcha.
His original project.
So it's kind of back to
it's
an earlier form of sorts.
Yeah, and they're all like bad demos. They're all like, I mean, they're great musically, but none of them sound fantastic.
Yeah. This song Above My Head, this one is kind of like the poppier one, right? I think eventually it turns into like almost like a pop punk song.
Yeah, there's the chorus like.
Yeah. Is that in a way you could? I could compare that to like a Sleeping with Sirens type thing.
A little, yeah. I would say like
different.
The kind of like 2008 through 10, your Memphis Mayfires, your Sleeping with Sirens, your Broadways.
Yeah, like a different melody than those bands would use, I think, and a different voice, but like the idea.
Right.
But then it's kind of like, I guess it's a fully different idea, but I don't know. Anyway. Yeah,
I've been just running this snowboard video this whole time.
The what video?
The snowboarding video you sent?
Yeah.
Pretty rad. Pretty rad stuff these guys are.
Rad. And like I said, the music in it is actually very, very good. I was putting some tracks from this video on a
playlist?
On a playlist for a minute, yeah. Very cool.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I found, let me start by my how I found Polaris.
Yeah, let's get there.
So I heard Masochist
Okay.
when they put it out as a single
Uh-huh.
on Dreambound. You know that the
The other
ever
album?
famous Dreambound, the YouTube page.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know Dreambound at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what is
so
that?
they just like post like smaller or unsigned bands
Okay, cool.
like music videos.
Uh-huh. That's a neat
Um,
thing.
So I saw Masochist there and I was like, ooh, Masochist kind of fucking rips.
Yeah.
And then I was like, then I completely forgot about him. I was like, cool song, whatever.
Sure.
I just saw a guy get absolutely gutted on a tree.
Sick.
And then I saw the music video for Hypermania, and then I was like, okay.
Uh-huh. Ah.
And then a couple weeks later, I saw the music video for Landmine, and I was like, okay, now I gotta listen to the album.
So Polaris is kind of new for you, because that's just this year, or 2020, right?
Yeah, I think I had seen stuff from their album before this, because I
Mhm.
went back and listened to some of that, and I was like, oh, some of this sounds like familiar, but I wouldn't say I was like
Right.
a fan of Polaris.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Uh-huh.
Polaris is pretty new to me. It's like a this year.
Dude, Polaris appears on a Euphoria. You know that show Euphoria?
Yeah.
No, okay. I think that's incorrect. They appear on a track called Euphoria, which has art that has
From
a
the
girl on
show?
the cover. No, but she kind of looks like Zendaya, and like the overall it's a purplish image, which made me think of I'm like, that seems weird that they would be on that show. But
I could see
no,
it
it's just-
happening.
yeah, I could see it.
It's
but
some
it
of their
was
music
just-
is very existential.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Existential.
Have you watched that show?
That's when it's eggs, but there's a lot of them, so they're like eggs substantial.
Nice, dude.
A lot of
You watched
scrambled
that
eggs.
show?
Euphoria?
Yeah.
No, couldn't pay me to do it.
It's very intense. It's like kind of like
I'm not-
scary how like
I'm not a drama guy.
yeah, I feel you.
I like funny,
Uh-huh.
and if there's drama, it's animated and was in Japanese first.
That's hilarious.
Speaking of, just finished the original Naruto series. Represent. Hold on.
Uh-huh. Let's see it. Let's see your Naruto headband you're about to pull out. Or there you go. Naruto.
Yeah, I do have the headband.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, hold on. You want me to go get it? I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
Talk about
Yeah.
how this song is like acoustic.
Okay. So there's this thing that happens when we're doing the Discord where when Andrew runs his voice through our soundboard and then into Discord so I can hear him, the soundboard fully like ruins the quality of his voice. Oh no. That's
What's up,
awesome.
dude?
You're that guy. You have a Naruto headband.
With the line through it too, you know.
What does that do?
So that's like the one of the little backstory here. One of the main characters in the original series, Sasuke. I'm sure you've heard the name.
I've
has
heard
the
it, yeah.
eyes. He has the eyes. His
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
brother kills the whole Uchiha clan and goes bad. He's a bad guy, so he takes their headband and puts the line through it.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
So it's a little bit of a villain thing I got going
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah. That's kind of
I'll
cool.
wear it. I'll wear it for the rest of the episode. I don't care.
yeah. You kind of committed to it now. That kind of makes me think of when, Anthony, Master Marino.
Yeah.
Coolest last name ever. But so he went to Japan a number of years ago with Ryan McNeil, and when he came back, he brought Tyler, like a Karate Kid kind of headband.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then I remember, I think they were much closer than me and Anthony. I think at that point only ever like seen Anthony like once ever.
Right.
But I was kind of like, damn, I wish that I was friends enough with Anthony where I would get a Karate Kid looking headband from Japan. And then the Anthony and I he's born, I'm giving all of his information away, his first and last name and his date of birth.
So, yeah, his birthday is on, this day. Mother's maiden name.
Yeah.
And in fact, his social is...
I could guess what the last four is, yeah. But no, so his birthday is a day away from mine, and we were born in the same hospital. How's that for just washing a little bit of info?
Were you not born in Oh, you were born in a different hospital than I was probably then.
I don't know. Well, maybe.
I was born at Morton, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Taunton, born and raised, boy.
Yeah, through and through. But anyway, so yeah, Anthony and I have very similar birthdays, same hospital, so we were probably in the nursery within a couple hours of each other or at the same time, which I thought was very cool.
You guys might have done like
yeah, we could
infants.
But anyway, so I always say happy birthday to Anthony. That's like the least. That's the least amount of correspondence we'll have in a calendar year.
Friend of the show has one of the only people to ever tell us to listen to something outside of Dave.
Yeah, and I bump Pine Grove to this day, so thanks for that. But anyway,
I don't, but that's cool that you do.
One year, I'm gonna out Tyler on this if Anthony's listening. Even I'm sure he noticed anyway. But one day, it was my birthday, and then me and Tyler and Frank were hanging out, and then I was like, "You guys say happy birthday to Anthony?" And they were like, "Oh no." And then I was like, "Yeah, it was yesterday." And then they both texted him at the same time, a day late.
Ooh.
And I was like, it's so transparent that you just fully forgot. Like, I don't know. I think that, and then I was like, and he gave you a cool headband and you forgot to say happy birthday. Come on, man. Long walk for not much payoff there. But yeah, your headband just made me think of that.
Yeah. Pretty cool headband. Bad, terrible quality. Bad, like.
I bet.
So this is, you want this to be a thick piece of metal, right? While you're looking at it.
Of course.
I'm talking aluminum foil.
Paper thin, yeah.
Very. I could cut myself if I held it wrong.
That's hilarious.
I might get a better one of these days.
It's so funny to me that you
just upgrade
again,
it.
like I think I said like last week on the show, like, people just turn into themselves over time, and like you're like, like you're just. It's so funny to me the things that you're very passionate about these days, to the point where you have a Naruto shirt and you have the headband. That's insane to me. It's cool, but it's very funny.
Okay. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
So we talk about this a lot. I love this is I love when our show goes like this, when we just talk and then check in back on the album every 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah.
This album is one of those albums. We're always talking about like front half so good.
Yeah.
Back half straight throwaway.
It's kind of one or the other, yeah.
This album is so heavily front loaded. Not saying that the back half doesn't have its moments. Like right now at the end of this song right now, straight up beat down breakdown.
Good breakdown.
Very good breakdown.
But yeah, kind of like a lot of energy and hits up front. Singles.
Everything's up front. Pray for Rain, great way to open it. Hypermania, fast. Masochist, soaring chorus. landmine
Right.
beatdown. They're like, this is what we can do in the first 4 songs.
They're trying to grab you. They're like, oh, we're kind of new. Let's, you know.
Right. And then Vagabond, personally,
Of course, they have a song called Vagabond. How
like
funny that.
I love that song. Good song.
It's a good song. For some reason, the word vagabond, it frustrates me. It annoys me or something because people use it all the time in like song names, like titles and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just think it's like an obnoxious word that like is not representative of anything in the real world, but like it seems so prevalent in media.
Yeah, it's the same thing as nomad. They use it interchangeably. They're like, we're guys that are on a tour, so we're vagabonds.
Yeah.
And we're guys that are on tour and we make the road our home, so we're nomads.
Right. Kind of cool or something.
But you're not nomads because you have an apartment that you go back to.
Yeah. You have a cat. You post
You have a
pictures of your
cat- you
cat
have a
and your
cat?
girlfriend all the time.
Right. Dude,
Um,
so funny. This is the picture on the album cover reminds me of a beach that you would find in Massachusetts at super low tide.
Yeah.
Where it's
Like
just like
that
a
time
half,
that we
it's
all
like
went-
a half an inch of water for just like a really long time.
Yeah. There's like a set of photos. I think I sent you some of those a few months ago, and you were like, "I don't like these pictures." But like, there was a day.
Oh, the pictures where I can tell that I like don't want to be in the pictures, and I'm so self-conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this reminds me of that beach.
Yeah, it's like really flat.
Yeah,
there's
super
anything-
flat and just kind of. I remember I like fell asleep in the car on the way there too, and it was just such a bizarre imagery to see like a mile of beach, like with like just a sheen of water on top. And I just felt like so out of it, and I feel like I ended up also taking a nap like on the beach. I was very tired for some reason.
We were in our teens, so we're tired because we're in our teens.
Yeah, just like you have like moments of boundless energy, and then you're also just like, oh, I'm growing. My body needs to just sleep so that I can push chest hair out. Groggy.
So let me
I'm
talk.
about to
I
have
want
a
to talk
mood
for a
swing,
moment
too.
about the gear that these guys are running.
Let's hear it.
Mayonnaise guitars, as far as I'm concerned, at
It's been
least
a while
as
since
of
I heard you talk about those.
as of recent, I loved those when I
Mhm.
was like really like getting into my progressive metal phase,
Right.
because those were so like everybody was like, oh, we gotta have one of these. They were one of the only companies that were doing like really cool, innovative stuff on the extended range platform. Anyways, they all play mayonnaise guitars or mayonnaise. It's like German or something. I don't know. But
Tough to say.
the 7 strings, I always look at the fretboards and the radius looks so flat. And
Really?
I love that. I love a flat radius. Give me a 16-inch radius the whole fretboard, please.
Sure.
Let's
sure.
cut it
I,
out with these 12-inch radiuses.
What's standard on like a 6-string? Like,
I think I want to say
and is that a round radius or a flat radius on like
the
standard
bigger
stuff?
the number, the flatter it is.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah,
really
I think
counterintuitive to
if
me.
we can, you can't really tell. Maybe from the headstock down.
Here, I'll look at a guitar over here.
Very flat radius on this
Yeah, this-
specific Jazzmaster.
This bad boy feels a little round. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, Gibsons are pretty round.
Yeah.
And I think my 7-string is a compound radius. I believe it's like 16 to 12.
Interesting. wonder how that works. That seems crazy.
Yeah, it works somehow.
I could picture it. Yeah.
So it's like flatter for chords, but like, or no, it's like 12 to 16. So it's rounder for chords, and then flat for like
Right.
this kind of stuff.
I could see. Yeah, that's cool.
But I love how those guitars look.
Yeah, sick. Or I don't know, but I could imagine.
I'm gonna pull some up. I'm gonna try to toss them on the screen.
Okay, let's see it. I'll pop over there.
Let
I'll
me
meet
see
you
if I-
over there.
I'm gonna find a good one before I show it.
Was I telling you?
Oh yeah, here we go. This is even the dude from Polaris that I'm about.
Oh, there you go.
His signature model
Cool.
is what I'm about to show you. Yeah, boom, there it is.
All right, I'm popping over.
They just look really. I love the shape of the headstock on these. This
pretty
is
cool.
This is more of an arch top, but they have a model that's like super flat.
Yeah.
There's no real good picture to show you the radius of the neck, but ooh, look at that neck through. Ay, ay, ay.
The
What a
sustain on that bad
what
boy,
an
dude.
Absolute
And
gorgeous
string
guitar.
through. String through. Neck. The neck that goes all the way down.
You're putting
Does
the
that
strings
neck go all the way down?
You're putting the strings through the neck.
You know, like how
The sustain's gotta be insane.
How men in like the 20s would ask, do those legs go all the way up?
Right.
Does that neck go all the way down?
Perfect.
I don't understand like old-timey pickup lines like that. Like, would that be cool? If I guess it's just like a woman has long legs or something.
Yeah. See, remember I was like,
The
give
things
me a
that people
16-inch.
say to women
Give
is
me a
like-
16-inch radius and nothing else.
Yeah.
Bam! Look at that radius.
There we go.
16 inches.
It's I think my internet is terrible on the stream. I look very like laggy, but I
Yeah,
hope
no,
it
you're-
sounds good.
You're choppy as hell, but yeah, no, you look fine.
The video is for the gimmick, and then you can just listen to good audio. If you time it right,
Of
you could
course.
press play on like 2 devices, get the audio from the audio podcast, and watch the video as its own thing.
Sync it yourself.
Yeah, sync it. Yeah.
Oh, anybody listening, while we're at it, voice mod crashed and destroyed our
Sick.
last episode. So that was
Right. Yeah.
fantastic. I loved that for me.
It's funny though, because that one, it was kind of a miss too. So it kind of was for the better.
It wasn't it wasn't a great episode, but I got to do a new soundboard, and
yeah,
just like so that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that CSI Miami. You ever watch that?
Of course. Like a little bit when it was on, and my grandmother like loved watching it.
Yeah, that was like one of those when Netflix came in the mail. Like me and my mom watched like the entirety of the series. Just are super into it for some reason.
So, what are we thinking for next week?
Yeah. So, what we got coming up next week is it's a band called Narrowhead. Have you ever heard of this band?
Narrowhead?
Yeah, Narrowhead. That's funny. It's almost like Arrowhead, huh? I didn't catch that yet. Okay, so this is a band called Narrowhead, and the album is called 12th House Rock.
12th House Rock. I'm going to get that from you on the cord.
I'm sure you will, yeah. Yeah, it's weird, honestly weird names of the album and the band, but so Narrowhead, 12th House. I'm just typing it now so I don't forget. But anyway, I found this band. I think the song, it was track 2, was on you know how I like to talk about Glitterer all
Of course.
like exclusively and just constantly. So Glitterer has a running Spotify playlist called Glitterer Favorites,
Okay.
and very cool playlist. Anybody should listen to that as well. Maybe we'll do an episode on it. We'll do an episode on it.
We absolutely will.
But
So
there we go. Yeah. So anyway, track 2 was on that playlist, and then it was just something that I was kind of like, I like this type of thing a lot, and it's a type of music that I'd like to like, you know what I mean? Or I'd like to know more of. I really
Right.
like it whenever I hear it, but like I don't really know how to like suss out bands like that. I don't know what that genre is. I don't know if it's a production style that I'm liking or a style of writing or what it is. But this is a little bit of a discover together kind of thing. I think I listened to like half this album on my own, but yeah, I thought it'd be a cool one to do.
I
Something
currently
new.
have the Polaris album on that came out before this one, their 2017
Mhm.
release.
Yep.
Some of this stuff is real heavy.
Yeah. A little more beat downy.
A little bit. Still signed to
That's fair.
Sharp Tone at this point. Bro, Sharp Tone either is like hitting a ball off a tee into
Mhm.
the fucking stands
Yeah.
or striking out.
Yeah. Like, are they? It's kind of a new talent kind of thing.
No, they've signed Loathe as well.
Oh, okay.
And I believe they also have signed Alpha Wolf.
Oh, so like that's like these are your boys.
Right.
Sharp
So I'm
Tone.
going to their artist right now. Broadside,
Okay.
fucking flex. Saw Broadside, who signed to Sharp Tone in a room with like fucking 6 people. So
Super cool.
talk to
One
the
of those.
singer. All the ladies that like him
Yeah.
hung out with him behind the building. He
Dude, a
likely
behind the building hang with a band
doesn't
member is like,
remember me. Likely.
yeah, you're a dude who worked at a venue before they like played real shows. So
Right. And so
he
they
wrote a book. I think I saw.
Really?
I might follow him on Instagram or Twitter or something. And yeah, he put out a book.
So let me just take you a run through Sharp Tone's signs
Let's hear
right
it.
now. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna go top to bottom. 156/silent. Who's that? Don't know.
Bad name. Bad
Alpha
name.
Wolf. Perfect.
Cool.
Bleeding Through. They probably have a lot of fans. Don't know who they are. Broadside. I know who they are. Captives. I feel like I've seen the name before. Never heard of them.
Yeah.
Crystal Lake. Japanese metalcore band. I actually really like them.
That sounds cool. I bet that's sick.
We should do a Crystal Lake episode. They just kind of sound like the Ghost Inside.
I like that it's called Crystal Lake. Like, you know, what is that? Friday the 13th?
Oh
Halloween?
yeah,
Friday the 13th. Crystal Lake. Camp Crystal Lake.
that's
cool.
true. So then there's
Or-
Currents, who is also very good. They're from Connecticut, I believe.
Okay.
Curses, never heard of them. Dead Lakes, never heard of them. Don Bronco, I have heard of these guys.
Have
never
you listened to any of that? Yeah. Okay.
None of it.
I feel
None
like
of
there
it.
was a moment there. I can't imagine what they sound like, but I feel
I
like
feel
they're
like they were
marketed
popping off. The marketing
Yeah,
was
they
marketing
were
was wacky.
popping off big time. So many people that like we listened to or had listened to at one point were just like,
Right.
Don Bronco. I don't like the name, I think.
Yeah,
And-
names throwing me for a loop.
And yeah, but it was just kind of like, what is this? Why is everybody so into it? Not
So
gonna
then
listen
there's Dying Wish, never heard of him. Amir, obviously you've heard of him.
still. It's crazy how you're gonna go through a whole alphabet like this. We're still pretty early in the alphabet.
There's only like 6 bands left. Heart of
Okay.
Gold, never heard of them. Holding Absence, have heard of them. Can't
Yeah.
read that one, so it doesn't matter. Kingsman,
Crazy.
never heard of them. Loathe,
Sick.
Miss May I have
Ever
heard of
them.
Next, of Mice and Men, dude.
What iteration do you think? Like the
Oh, they just got signed to. They just
So
re-signed with
bad.
Sharp Tone.
yeah, okay.
Polaris.
Cool.
Savage Hands, never heard of them. Stepson, never heard of them. Stuck Out, never heard of them. The Wise Man's Fear, never heard of them. We Came as Romans. Okay, so it's like they're
Okay.
either
It's like 1 in 5, yeah.
they're either national names,
Yeah.
worldwide phenomenon bands.
Inter even. International.
Never heard of them, or never heard of them.
Yeah. That's funny.
I did that exact same bit when we did Drive-Through Records. Do you remember when I did that?
Yeah. I think I do. What band did we do that was on Drive-Through? Were we just talking about Drive-Through?
I think you said something about like they sound like they would have been on Drive-Through Records.
Okay.
And then I read all of Drive-Through Records. And I believe I also did that with Will Yip's credits.
Oh, yes. This is very true.
Reading just a bunch of stuff in a row is
It's the
hilarious.
And like just really kind of a lot of it not holding any weight, just a list for the sake of the list, not self-editing or
I
reading it
love
ahead of time.
I
picking up the
love
good
a list.
stuff.
I love a list.
Yeah, just and yeah, cool.
So we're gonna do what next week? Narrowhead.
Narrowhead, yeah, 12th House Rock,
Perfect.
cool vibe. I
Perfect
wonder.
vibe.
I'm very curious what you'll think of it. I'm very curious what I'll think of it. I'm gonna give the rest of that album a spin. And yeah, we can try to decide together what kind of music it is and how I can find more of it.
That's like me and like some of the Chilled Cow music,
Yeah.
like lo-fi
Yeah.
hip hop beats to study to.
To chill or study too, yeah.
Right.
I love you could chill to this or you could study to it. Like, you don't have to give anything that you have to do it to. Like, just the examples of like when to listen to it is hilarious to me.
So funny. You know what's really funny?
What?
In Streamlabs, I have this thing, right?
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be like a feed, right? And tell us like if people are like subscribing or like following us. And stuck in it right now is
Cool.
9 months ago, Eric Melanson subscribed to my YouTube channel.
That's hilarious.
And that's all that's in there.
We had a YouTube channel 9 months ago. I think we were trying to do like we were trying to we were trying to do episodes.
We were trying to
on
do
there.
a different scenario, and for some reason I decided that this was the best way to get it done.
You know what's super funny? I'm looking at like our videos, and it's like we look exactly the same every week. It's like I'm wearing a black or dark t-shirt, you're wearing a black hoodie. Like, it's very
Maybe you should get into doing thumbnail art and start pulling your fucking weight around here.
uh-oh. Perhaps I will.
That'd actually be
We'll
cool.
see.
That's something to talk off mic about, but
Yeah.
clickbait
Okay.
clickbait art,
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
lime green and with emojis on it.
And yeah, just
But like obviously not taken with the same camera that like you're filming. It's like
Yeah.
a nice ultra crisp DSLR
Yeah.
camera.
like I would probably take my glasses off for it. I wouldn't be wearing headphones. It's just like shocked imagery. Yeah.
Let's get some thumbnail images here really quick. I'm going to do mine
Yeah.
first.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All
Okay,
right,
ready?
perfect. You do yours now.
Like I said, I'll take my glasses off.
Headphones too.
I'll move the mic out of the way too.
Perfect. There it is.
little Home Alone action.
Yep. And then so now you just scroll through this video, find those two images.
Uh-huh.
You have to do it now. Trim our heads out in Photoshop and make a bad thumbnail. And then
Okay.
I'll set it as the thumbnail for the live stream.
When does this come out? In a couple days? We
Uh
gotta
yeah, it's gonna go live right after this. I haven't been setting them to private because it's like anybody who's finding our YouTube channel, I'm just like letting it happen.
Yeah. We don't need to create any walls for anybody.
So if you're listening to this on audio when it comes out in like 3 days, just know that if you were subscribed to our YouTube channel, you would have heard it 3 days earlier.
Yeah. Totally.
That goes for you, the one guy from Malaysia that keeps downloading our podcast.
Dope. Get some early views.
Yeah, anyways, this has been the
I
Nobody's
think
Listening
that's
to This
good.
Music podcast. I've been Andrew.
And I've been Eric.
And you've been wonderful.
You know what's funny? I'm seeing now on the YouTube also